left the sunshine behind. Now Arkansas calls, where the land's untamed and wild. Gary, Mary, Mary.
Well, y'all see where we at today? I told you I was coming over here. I had to come over here and harass the neighbors. You know how it goes. Guess who that is? Ta-da!
He didn't just show up. I had to go and get him.
Forced me out of the house. The hog tied me and everything. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, remember I was telling you Jeff had some work to do. And so Jeff come over and got me. And we're out here looking at what we got to get done. So let me show you these pine trees out here. This is what we're going to make it happen. We're going to take all these big pine trees right here out, and we're going to clear all of this down through there, and then get him a ditch and get that big stump right there out, and we're going to get him a ditch so this water flows down through here. As you can see right here, it's standing, and then it comes out there and it flows right down the edge over here and just makes a huge mess. So we're going to be taking all of this out.
And show him the power lines.
Yeah, so
you got to contend with the power lines and the house.
So we've got to make sure all of this falls that way. So we'll be using the backhoe with the chainsaws, and we'll be pushing the stuff over, and then we'll be digging the stumps up, and then we'll be leveling everything out. So we'll bring tow truck over here along with Bertha.
If we need to.
Yeah, I think we'll need to by the time it's done. But tow truck's the easy one to haul. We can get that one over easy enough.
I can pull that with that Toyota behind you.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drive Bertha over here, because it's really not all that far. A couple-hour ride, which ain't no big deal. You know, I got music, we got heat, AC, no big deal. We'll just ride over here and we'll spend a couple of days doing all this and make this happen for him. And then we'll go from there. But when you're going to have to come by and check it out. See what we got going on. He's got a few other little projects.
We're not just getting rid of the trees for the fun of it. There's a plan behind that.
Right.
So yeah, you'll have to keep watching his channel and mine, Bobblehead Homestead.
Bobblehead Homestead,
Yeah,
go check them out.
Find out why these trees need to go. I don't want to cut down trees just for the fun of it. Nobody does. But you know, if you need a carport or an entertainment area or parking spots, you know, sometimes the trees got to go.
Yep.
Or they're just too close to the power line.
You never know. So you got to go check out Bobblehead Homestead to find out for sure what we're going to do over here. And why are we clearing all this? There's a special reason behind it. Come check it out, y'all. So in the meantime, what else we got to get it done?
You did a lot of consulting for me out front. Let's walk out there.
All right.
And you're getting an exclusive. I haven't said this on my channel yet.
Uh-oh. So you're getting the inside scoop.
Yep.
So you see how far this goes down. If y'all remember last winter when we were over here, I was freezing my tail off hooking all this up over here. Frozen beyond frozen, because I am a Florida person and I couldn't get warm enough being out here hooking all that up. I thought I was going to die doing that. So now you see the stakes out here. So we've got a special plan for this area too. We're not going to spill them beans yet either. We're just going to tell you we got another special plan for this area. And over here, we've got another special plan for this area that we'll be fixing up here soon. So until then, we're not going to tell you all that's going on, but you got to come check it out, okay? So check out Bobblehead and come check us out at Junktojems, because you never know what kind of junk we're going to turn into a gem. All right, we'll see you soon. Good morning, everybody. Well, guess what? Today I'm going to try and figure out how to get this thing out of my way. So I went out and got my lift jacks. And these are jacks that just stabilize vehicles on a lift. Now they go up about 7 foot tall. So as you can see, that one back there, it's quite that high. So right now I'm trying to get this one right here lowered down so I can get it up underneath this part right there and go ahead and get that up there. So try and jack it up and straighten it out as best I can so I can put some kind of bracing on it so that it'll at least stay in place. You know, see what I can do with it anyway, you know what I mean? So got to try and do something with it. So let me get to that.
We're carving out of space, building a homestead at our own pace. Welcome to Junktojems, where the work never ends. Off-grid living with our family and friends. We got houseboats to build and tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the Homestead to tiny house dreams. Every day's a challenge, but it's sweeter than it seems. Downsizing our life, but living more free. Come along, share this life with me. Welcome to Junktojems, where the work never ends. Off-grid living with our family and friends. We got houseboats to build and tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the adventure begin.
So, off camera, what you didn't see was earlier I had a little encounter with a moccasin. Thankfully he just went away. But scared me enough that I had to bring out a little help just for a little while just to make sure he didn't come back. But as you can see, we got this under control here. Well, so far anyway, it's coming along. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do with it, but I'm thinking about just where this section here is all broke down, is just making some posts and sticking them up there and clamping them together. You know, just clamp them on right here and have them come down like that, and just move the whole thing over to the side over there. And at least it'll create some kind of frame for a storage. It don't have to be super solid or anything like that, because I am going to attach it to the barn. And like I said, put some posts down through here, but at least I'll have some storage through here. And the other one that's bent real bad is back here on this corner. And fortunately it's at the back, so it's kind of out of the way. It's not in the middle. So so far everything's kind of working. So you see how I got the post right here like this, right? So I'm thinking about just cutting something like these with the table saw, putting some all strap around it, strengthen them up, and I think it'll be just fine. Maybe even putting a couple on top, like across here, like that, where that joint is, once I get that straightened out, and just put some all strap on it or some clamps, and be all right. So that's kind of the plan for it right now. I wish I had 2 more of them tall jacks, but I don't. So I'm just gonna make it work. But oh well, it is what it is. I am eventually gonna start building a lean-to off the front of this, so that it gives me some room. So if I need to pull a truck into the shop, or a vehicle into the shop, I can get it most of the way in. Or once I get the concrete poured in there, I can get the lift put in there. And then I'll build a header across there and strengthen all that up and not have to worry about that. But then I can just pull a truck, you know, right in the center, right out in the center of the lift, and lift it up and be everything out of my way. Or, you know, like anything I got to work on, pretty much. So that's the plan. So I'm going to see if I can't dig out the table saw. It's over there underneath the tarp. I haven't moved it over here to the shop yet. So I'm going to dig the table saw out and rip down a couple of 2x6s and give me some measurements and see what I got to do. See how high that's got to be. It looks like it's about 8 foot. So that's what I have, is 8 foot 2x6 right now. So I figure if I rip one of them down twice, give me 3 sticks out of it. That gives me 3 down through there. I can just put post on it, wrap it up, and take another one and then just cut it down to like 3 foot sections and put it across there, and then just clamp it down to it, and that'll keep it stiff. So let me see what I can get done, y'all. All right, I'll be back. All right, well, as you can see, been working on this area a little bit, trying to prep for fixing the rest of that carport out there. Because I really want some room in here just in case it does start to rain or what have you like that. The tools can be in here, and this needs to come out anyway. So, and also so I can move my tanks around. So that's pretty much what I'm working on right at the moment. Trying to get this mess out of here so that I can set my table saw up and stuff over here temporarily. And you know, got some music playing a little bit there, and got rid of the moccasin. So he hasn't come back, so working on that. So I got to dig the sawzall out, and looks like I got to cut these boards off of here because they are not coming loose. You know, them 100-year-old nails in there, who knows, you know. So I'm gonna get this out. I am gonna try and get those pieces of plywood over there off the wall. You can see these over now. These are just little strips that somebody's put up there a long time ago. It looks like they had a little hog feeding pen right there, like, you know, where they were trying to fatten up a hog for food. So I'm gonna work on that part. See if I can't get that out of there and get the tanks moved. Now those two tanks are super heavy, y'all, just so you know. Super heavy. You can see them right there. That's two real big tanks welded together that I did a long time ago. But I couldn't leave them, you know. Things are not easy to come by, especially when you're new to an area, you know. When you've been in one place for 30 years, it's not hard to get a hold of. Sorry, I'm picking up nails here, y'all. So the last thing I want in here is a bunch of nails on the floor. So I'm gonna get all this tightened up. I'm gonna cut that loose, and then I'm gonna put me a shelf across there so I can put some more stuff up high. Basically, I'm gonna put it up there kind of high up here, and then I'm gonna move the light and everything. So this way the light will be over here more in the center. So that's what I'm working on today. Little at a time, y'all. So let me put you back on the time lapse, and we'll make something happen, all right? It's like if I could play some music and be better, all right? Ta-da! All right, so as you can see, this is why when you run across one of these little piece of junk jacks, this is why you don't throw them away, okay? So these things come in handy for lots of little stuff, especially stuff like that. And you can even use these on fence posts and all kinds of other little stuff that you need to pull up or lift up out of the ground that you can't get a good enough grip on, and they work great. So if you run across one of these, keep it around, throw it in your trunk. You never know. These will also help you get stuck if you're in the ice, okay? Just so you know. You can wedge these underneath your rear shackle or your rear axle, lift it up a little bit with a drill, put something underneath it, you're getting unstuck real fast. All right, so I'll be back. So they are out, y'all. Look at this. Look at this big old pretty garter snake here.
Wait, that's a garter snake?
Yeah.
Snake?
Yeah, he's a good snake.
So no bite?
No, he won't bite you. But just to show you, they are out. I think it's a rat snake or something like that they call them, but he's just like, why are you filming me, man? So is this my good side? Huh? Do I get my good side here? He's pretty though.
He is.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's just out looking for groceries. See if we can get a close up of him here. Come here, buddy. See, these are the kind of snakes, y'all, that don't bother me none. You know, they don't bother. I can't find a big enough stick. I don't want to just pick him up by hand because I don't want to freaking out on me. But I will see if I can't get him up here and let him. He's like, nope, you ain't touching me. Got that tongue up in the air. But they are out, y'all, just so you know. He's just like, why are you messing with me, man? Come on, get going. Get going. Oh, he thinks he's a toughie. He thinks he's a toughie. So we're just gonna let him go on about his way. We're gonna get a stick and kind of help him get on about his way. He's just defending himself, doing what he's supposed to do. Come on, buddy. We're not trying to hurt you. We're just trying to let you go on about your way. Come on. There you go. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hurt you. We're just trying to redirect you here so that you don't get hurt. We kind of like keep you around a little bit. There you go. So, one more down. That's 2 for the day. And he was right here by the shop. Miley jumped over him, scared her. So, yeah, they're pretty much harmless, but they think they're toughies. So, anyway, let's get back to work. All right, so y'all see the plan here, right? So I'm gonna jack this thing back up and I'm gonna stick that bar on there. Now these clamps seem to be working pretty good, like it's clamped down pretty hard. So I'm gonna jack it up and we're gonna see if it works. So let's see what we got here. Audie over here trying to talk to the puppy. She wants to go play, even though she don't like the puppy. So I don't know if I have enough clamps for it all or not, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna try one smaller one here. A little bit smaller. We're gonna see if it works. If you ain't got a suitcase, get a box. or an old brown paper sack. Audie, I know I keep telling you every day, but you're talking too much. Okay, so it looks like it's going to take about 4 clamps for each one of these. So let's see if we can move the ladder over here and get her to stand up here. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. The truck and fired up. All right. Ooh, one of these smaller clamps is just barely getting it. Don't you walk away. Catch a ride, catch a cab. Don't you know I need you bad? But don't you walk to me. Do. Got to get our handy dandy jack in here. And see if we can't jack her up that way. But don't you walk to me. So anybody know that song? Can you name that tune? If you're a country fan, you should know that tune. Baby, run. Cut a path across the blue sky. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. All right, here goes. Oh. Okay. Just knocked my other braces down. And knocked my jack down. Good Lord, son. Yeah, y'all, that just so you know, that's, I'm not normally afraid of snakes, but I wish I'd caught him on camera because he was really, really close to my boot. Scared the daylights out of me at first. You know, just because I wasn't expecting him to be there. I walked up by that bench and he was standing right, or laying right there. He was probably a foot from my foot, from my leg there, should I say. But yeah, that rattled me a little bit even. I don't get rattled very easily either, not by snakes anyway. When I seen what he was, you know, I already had a black snake come over here. But when I seen what he was, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. We are not doing that. Let's see how far we can get this dog up here. But I'm pretty confident this is gonna work, y'all. Well, all right, so I guess the clamps aren't gonna work, the C-clamps. So what I'm gonna have to do is get some 2-inch muffler clamps. I think that'll do it. I'm gonna try one more thing though. I'm gonna try and put a block up here and get this a little more straighter, because once they're locked on together like that and straightened out, they usually seem to work better. So let's take this down and see if we can find something to jack this up higher. That's because that's mainly what the issue is right now. I can't get it up straight enough to let the clamps do the thing. So we're going to try that first. But I think I've got some hose clamps around here. Some muffler clamps around here. I think I've only got a couple of them, but a couple of them might create a good start, just to make sure it's going to work. But I don't feel real bad about trying these first. Got to find some boards here. Something we can get that up a few inches higher. Don't you walk me. And these got nails in them, so let's hope they don't fall. But after all, I do have some fancy steel-toed boots on today, so ain't getting me that way. Although they wouldn't have helped with the snake this morning. He didn't seem to care about my fashion this morning. He was on a mission for groceries and didn't care. And I wasn't the one, I wasn't groceries, so he was like, okay, well, if you ain't groceries, then you better stay back. You know, and for the most part, y'all, just so you know, moccasins are not, they're not like the super bad snake of the bunch, really. They are aggressive and can be very aggressive. And they can hurt you. I mean, they can do some serious damage to you. I need an 8-foot ladder instead of a 6-foot ladder. Yeah, because I've actually had them, moccasins chase me down before. And, you know, I got too close to their area, or in the water, and I've actually had them chase me. Plus, I've had them chase me up on land to the point where I had to jump on the hood of a car, and he was circling around trying to get me. And I was like, damn, you want me bad. I wasn't letting him have it, though. All right, so let me take a quickie break, and let me go check and see if I've got the muffler clamps inside the trailer over here. I'll be right back. All right, well, I can't find them. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out another way to do this. Or just order some. I'm probably just gonna have to break down and order some. But it seems like it's gonna work. You know, other than that clamp breaking right there. Them hose clamps aren't designed for this type of work anyway, but I just about bet on it that the muffler clamps will work. So anyway, got all my pieces cut, as you can see there. And I've got the other big ones laid out where they got to be. So I needed 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed 5. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 long ones and some short ones. So I only need 5. But I'm probably going to go ahead and put a couple more up there at these joints. Like this joint here, it's not bad, but it's not solid either. So I'm probably going to put the short ones. I got 4 more short ones right there. So I'm going to put the short ones down to this side here, which is all down through here. And that'll stiffen all that up as well. And then we're going to take this carport and we're going to put it over here on the side of the shop. Okay, so this way it blocks all that wind over there, gives me some nice storage out of the way. And I'm just going to build, I got a door that we took off the barn, so we're going to put that right here in front. And I'm going to figure out some casters for it to make it slide back and forth and make that work. But like I said, I think this is going to really work out well for this. So if I can find these hose clamps. I know I've seen a box around here that's got 3 or 4 of them in it, but I really wanted to try one today. I might just go pick one up in the morning down here at the local auto parts store just to make sure it's going to work, unless I can find it tonight. So I'll take you another break here, and I'll be back in a minute because I'm going to keep looking because I'm dedicated, okay? All right, y'all. Well, I'm calling it a day. You can see the hose clamps just aren't working very well. I'll show you what happened. Well, good morning, y'all. Well, this is the next day. Started out this morning a little chilly. It was supposed to be a 24% chance of rain today. That's what they said yesterday. Well, then got up this morning and all of a sudden it turned into an 87% chance of rain, and it's been raining pretty much for the last 3 or 4 hours. So as you can see, everything is soaked down again. So anyway, I thought maybe in this video here I'd go ahead and show you what happened with the snake yesterday, and where I found him and how it all came about, because I didn't do it yesterday. I was a little freaked out about walking up on that bench for a while. But let me show you real quick what happened. So I come walking into the shop like this here, just like this, okay? Come walking in here, not concentrating on anything but just the bench, my tools right here, right? So come walking over here like this, my foot gets right here, okay? And then all of a sudden he sticks his head out right there. And yes, he was less than a foot from my foot. So then I just eased back real slow, and as soon as I got a few steps away from him, he kind of stuck the rest of his body, I won't say the rest of his body, but a good portion of his head and part of his body there, and I could tell exactly what he was and how big he was, and I was like, oh no. So fortunately, I'll show you, I just happened to have this piece of pull cue that I found out here, and it happened to be laying here in the toolbox, so I grabbed it. And I kind of went towards him, and when I went towards him, he decided to haul. He was like, no, you're not groceries, and you look a little too big to mess with. So now every time I walk up on this bench, I promise you, I take a quick look and make sure there's nothing there. So I think the only reason, now that I was thinking back on it, the only reason he was even over here to begin with is David was over there mowing yesterday. So David might have rousted him up out of his hiding spot yesterday, or he was just out looking for groceries and just ran across the wrong grocery area. Not the store to shop at. So anyway, I'm waiting on Bobblehead now to get over here and come get me to go look at some things, and then I'm gonna just basically kind of chill out for today, because now everything's all wet again, and I really don't want to be trampling around out here in the mud. As far as the carport goes, I got the clamps coming, so we are going to put steel clamps on them, muffler clamps, and I believe that's going to hold just fine. enough to do what it's got to do, which is all that matters. So, on that note, I think I'm going to go back in here, finish the video up for you for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And y'all watch out for them danger noodles, as so many up here like to affectionately call them. Flat out, they're just snakes to me, you know. They're just another animal, another critter in the world. That one rattled me a little bit, you know. Like I said, I've had them chase me before, but that one rattled me a little bit. He was a little too close to my feet for all that. So, on that note, y'all stay safe, stay happy, keep chasing that dream, all right? Never forget, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. If you want something, go for it, okay? Just take the step. Don't be afraid. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come see us at Junktojems, because you never know what kind of junk we're going to turn into a gem. We'll see y'all tomorrow.